It's the Cable League. MTG.
Run it back, the Mind Twisties. There's a Tinker here. I don't actually love Tinker as a start to the artifact deck. Could take Ignoble Hierarch in an attempt to draft something a little different. Be a little more aggressive, maybe. I'm gonna grab Crocus here. Little free hum. And we don't have to be playing white to play it. You know, it's just goes in your deck. Hell yeah, Aegis. Remy put out a video about Crocus. I got a kick out of it. How is that guy still crushing it? How is he still funny? I'm gonna grab a Copperline Gorge here. Just like stake out my territory, maybe. MTG Remy Lux. There's a channel there. There's a Noble Hierarch too. There's something tempting about having double Hierarch. Yeah, let's fuck people up the old-fashioned way. Channel wheels. It has sometimes. Usually not pack one, but sometimes. Crocus or Saga, pack one, pick one. I mean, I like the artifact deck a lot. So I would take Academy or Saga over Crocus, but like, a lot of people disagree with me. A lot of very strong players disagree with me. I saw LSV saying that he would take Crocus over Academy, pack one, pick one. Omnath? You want to go Omnath? I want to go Bristly Bill. That's what I want. Oh, there's a Pyrogoyf here, too. My two MH3 loves. Or that's not true. This is OTJ, but still. My two recent loves. Additions to the cube. God, they're both so good. I think they both win about the same amount, which is a lot. LSV never said that, Dagon Crow. What are you doing? I like Oliphant a lot better than End. Like, sometimes I just cast Oliphant and attack, and I feel like I rarely do that with the End. Maybe Temple Garden's where it's at. Correct, I did not take the Pyrogoyf. I did a lot of Pyrogoyfing yesterday, including 10 triggers in a single league. Gotta get my Bristly Bill fix. We bestowed the Phoenix, we certainly have. We got an Oliphant here for it too. Basically Splinter Twin. Did the Oopsal Goyf stip someone mentioned ever happen? Well, we finished last night's stream with the trigger Goyf as many times, Pyrogoyf as many times as possible. And we triggered it 10 times, so you can believe we did a lot of Goyfing there. Did I get it? It's gonna drive me insane, this fucking fruit fly. Gonna absolutely lose my mind. Wow, channel did wheel. Yeah, get out the flamethrower, right? The issue is that fucking fruit flies reprocreate so quickly. So if you see one, you're gonna have to go in like full lockdown mode. Make sure there's like no crumbs anywhere for a while. This is an interesting pack. The Lelia is tempting. We don't have any like those premium red hasty threats in here yet. Shieldred and Oko are the best cards in the pack, but our mana's a lot better if we don't try and slam those in here. I'm just gonna grab this Strip Mine. I think it plays well with all our mana dorks. Here we go. Yavamaya's Dees. Titania Rebuy Strip Mine, Dees. And then there's Bloodbraid and Inti here. I think I'm gonna grab Inti. I think Inti is where I want to be. And then if you do the 5s wheel, I'm pretty happy about it. I'm gonna take Raptor over Fnatic and Fast Bond. This card's fucked up. Nice little toy beaters package. shit, what up? Hey, West Ab, thanks to the sub, thanks to 21 months. Can't have too many questing beasts. You're not wrong, Zach. Is Fastball and Strip Mine Crucible more dream than reality? I mean, it happens sometimes, but I don't really want to throw a bunch of, like, non-threats in this deck to try and make Strip Mine better. I feel like Fastball Crucible Strip Mine is better when you're doing, like a combo-y type thing, and you're playing, like, tutors and ways to actually, like, put it all together, right? And backup combos. Just, like, really building around those cards. Well, we did say you can never have too many questing beasts. I like the Smuggler's Copter here a lot, too. What we need is, like, a Taiga and some fetches. Yeah, this is Jack Black playing with David Grohl. David Grohl put out an album where he was just messing around with a lot of his favorite singers. And he got Jack Black on there. I like the Lumberjack. We're going to grab Champion here. Champion? Is any of our stuff missing haste? It's not really, right? This Arena of Glory is kind of worthless. Yeah, we could really use some fetches, huh? With the Bristly Bill here. I'm going to grab the Copperline Garden in case that's like the only Taiga we see, but I don't really want to run it. Yeah, I just don't want to put Crucible in this deck, right? Could have done that. Could have built towards that. Could have, like, designed the deck to be more lands focused instead of beats focused. But with the Double Hierarch start, I kind of want to beat people down. Kind of want to take advantage of that, right? I did not Glasshouse Life. Is it good? Promenop's pretty wimpy. I'm rando, yeah. It would be a little bit more tempting. There's one right there, huh? We're going to take Taiga over it. Dream Widow. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Maybe we'll throw it on. Minskin Boo? Yeah, Minskin Boo would be hot. Maybe a Mox, huh? Wouldn't say no to a Mox. I'm going to take Halfling here. Ballista's sweet, but Halfling's a real solid mana dork. So we're going to be mulliganing pretty aggressively in this deck. Just want to go like 1 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop every game. Hey, we've got our options. Titania or Challenger. If we get some fetches in back 3, I'd much rather have Titania. I do like that the Titania can rebuy the Strip Mine. It's cool. I think we're going to take the Challenger. I've been impressed with this card. Really good for grinding. And, like, our hits are really good in this deck, too. Looting's kind of cute with Inti. Not really good with the rest of the deck, though. Well, there's the fetch I wanted, at least. Not 100% on this Vengevine. Oh, let's just play Headliner over it. Beautiful, guys. Cradle deck. Beautiful fetch, too. The fetches are really good with Bristly Bill here. But Cradle just lets us activate the bill pretty easy. Another fetch next to a Renin 6. What are the odds we get the Renin 6 back? We need like 4 playables. You think it's low that we get the Renin 6 bang? Sometimes those gold cards, nobody else can play them. The ETH was like 0% to come back, and I really wanted another fetch. Arwen, I didn't really want to add white in here. Trying to keep the mana clean. Kind of hate Loam, but it's an outside chance I play it. We do a Strip Mine double fetch, right? Good with Challenger. Life in the Loam? Oh, you mean just to fill up the bin again? I guess. I found the Bloodbraid Challenger really easy to rebuy. Because your opponent has to kill it, and like they have to kill whatever it finds, and, and you're drawing a card every turn. It's only 3 cards to exile. Really fucked up. I think the next time I play Canelander, I'm going to be playing green-red. Keep my Bloodbraid Challenger on. Yeah, I agree, Bands of Legends. Oh, Skull Clamp. That's very good. So we need like 2 playables, and we have a bunch of filler in the sideboard. Oh, well, most color combinations are better than mono red, Mark. Most of the colors in this cube are not designed to be monocolor. I think Boros and Gruul have been better than mono red for like 3 cycles or something. Hey, Joshua J. Ventura, thanks to the sub, thanks to 54 months. Would we play Ren if it wheeled? Of course. Yeah, Ren's much better than Loam in this sort of shell. The random pings and stuff. The pressured ult. Not having to spend 2 mana over and over. Yeah, the gold cards have just been getting better and better. And with Red in particular, they keep cutting back on like 1-drops and stuff. But Red's individual power level is still really high. None of this is helpful, right? I don't think we're witnessing. I guess Witness is good with Clamp. Could play Bobble if we need a free spell. It's an awkward Cascade hit with Bloodbraid, though. Speaking of terrible Cascade hits. Maybe I will splash white. Johnny's like really good. The crop rotation makes Loam look a lot better. Adding white makes the Lumberjack a little bit worse. Could just jam this. Oh, this is too many lands. With our deck of like 6 mana dorks. I could cut Lumberjack. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, out of Wafflebot. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 28 months. Appreciate you. This is like 9 red. 9 green. But that's not counting Cradle. So we go from like 1 to 2 green very easily, right? Alright. I have not had issue. I mentioned this during drafting, Mark. Someone brought it up during drafting. Loam plus like getting you cards for the Challenger. It's very rare that you don't have 3 cards to pitch to Challenger. Extremely rare. I would describe that as like a non-factor. You do Cascade on Escape, yeah. So if you've played a Bloodbraid Challenger and escaped it, it's already found you like 2/3 of another escape. I've had games where I brought it back like 3 times. This deck's got like a bunch of fetches and stuff. It shouldn't be hard here. Yeah, right, Jordan? I almost played the Vengevine with the outside chance that Loam mills it. Getting punished for my immediate strip mine. Thought about just running out the Pilgrim. We doesn't have anything handy to cast with the Pilgrim quite yet. I don't think we can just clamp this Pilgrim. We'd be drawing 2 cards towards like another 1-drop to play. I don't think I like it. Not when we already have the mana for the Questing Beast on turn 3. Well, or turn 4, but turn 3 with the Strip Mine maybe. Getting very outmaned here. You know, it's kind of nice in a spot like this, not having to worry about Wormcoil Engine. The Workshop decks used to just body a deck like ours doing something like that. It seems like they took a lot of those cards just like out of the cube, just straight up. Hey, Average Joe thinks the sub thinks the 49 months. Uh-oh. Through triple strip mine, we've gotten them down to 9 mana here. How much better would that would Red and 6 have been, This Loam taking up our draw step every single time. It's a pretty big downside. I don't know if I can erase this thing. They're gonna 5 me down to 10, and then I Questing Beast and hit them for 4, and then they 5 me down to 5. And then I played Bloodbraid Challenger into question mark. Yeah, I think I'm just fucking dead, Maybe a Johnny could buy me a turn. I guess the Loam only took 1 draw step. How much worse would that germ be if it was a legend, What can we do against Calder Complete? Kill them before they play it. Sometimes you can't beat everything, chat. As much as you would like to. If they don't do anything too impressive this next turn, could hypothetically win this. Extra text got him. Maybe. Maybe they wanted to trade. Like, we were attacking for 8, right? How's Cuban been today? It's been solid, Garrett. Lost in the finals with a white-black deck. Yeah, that put us dead to a bounce spell, but we'd be dead to a bounce spell regardless. We'll see what their last 4 cards are here, if there's anything too groovy. Uro gains 3 life. Does that stop me? Yeah, that might make it impossible to race. I just took a quick little bathroom break. And when I stood up, I realized exactly how sore and stiff my foot was. I twisted it hiking earlier. Looking forward to putting it up. Looking forward to taking it real easy tonight. Do we win? We do. Cool. How do you beat Calder Complete? Psh. Post-board, maybe. That was the call. Ha! Alright, I'm more than this Terra Sunday. Seems like a Shieldbreaker matchup for sure. Let's get Fireball out of here. Fireball doesn't look great. I like the idea of Eternal Witness rebuying Terra Sunder. The issue is if you don't have the Terra Sunder, right? Then what's your Witness doing? Rebuying a Strip Mine or something? Hey, Wong Tuog thinks the sub thinks the 64 months. Was Arwen a hit there? Arwen would have been great. We would have like just not bestowed the Phoenix. We would have just gained 5 life that turn. Added to the board. Yeah, mono green haze critters. Not bad. We got some red haze critters in here too. Yeah, I didn't think there were enough forests for Lumberjack. I also don't like sacking like my 1 forest to play a thing. And then they just like answer the thing. Garrett. I'm a big fan of sacrificing to Lumberjack to play like Titania. Or play a Planeswalker, right? But if you're sacking it for like a turn 2 Ulvenweld Oddity, that you could have just like played the next turn with a Mana Rock. And then they answer the Oddity, and then you're just like sitting there without any lands and a 1/1. You see what I mean? Like, I think it's a little bit different. I do like Lumberjack, but I want to be playing cards of more consequence if I'm jamming it. We have all these beautiful mana dorks here. Chill and play for our Guy's Cradle and stuff. Artisheet, thanks for the 74 months there. Thanks for sharing that Prime. How did I deal with True Name Nemesis? I attacked with the Questing Beast, and Questing Beast says that damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. So when True Name decided to block my Bloodbraid Challenger the first time, even though it has protection from Bloodbraid Challenger, the reason that protection makes things live in combat is because it prevents that damage. So Questing Beast says can't be prevented, then they get to trade, right? But they do need to block with a True Name. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. It's fine. I never equipped Clamp that game. Sure. Man, I gotta clean this fucking study. I'm gonna do that soon. I have all these projects I need to finish up. No, the Thought Scour got my Guy's Cradle. That's rude. Some rude shit. Don't they want to be scouring themselves? They have Uro in their deck. How did I deal with the indestructible creature? I killed them. Irish guy. I killed my opponent. They also saw Bloodbraid. Yeah, milling me could like find it, or help me find Loam or something. Loam plus strip. Yeah, I'm kind of a dangerous person to YOLO Thought Scour. Maybe I can just rip a strip mine for this growth chamber. Yeah, pretty pleasant overall, DJ Murder. Pretty pleasant overall. What the fuck? Crack my Black Lotus, play a 1/1, 2 to recall. Sure. Why not? You're doing the yo-yo and we're all on your team? Hell yeah. We're all team murder on this fine day. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that Hipster MD. They're getting like really unpunished for still playing bounce lands against the strip mine opponent. We have crop rotation for strip mine too. Yeah, the issue with the opponent like taking it here because they don't want to trade is then like what is their True Name doing? Is it trying to race me? Are they attacking with the True Name and just dealing me 3 a turn? I think trading with the Death Reader here is good. We'll see though. What's up, Maxwell? You got engaged this weekend? Fucking congrats, Max. Very exciting. How would they trade? We just went through this last game. True Name blocks Death Greeters. Questing Beast says combat damage that will be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. They would trade. Right? 3/2. Or are you saying the first strike or the double strike would clear it first? Oh. Maybe I'm the fool here. Well, I like my attack even better. I guess they just replay it when I bounce it. Whatever, I'll make them do it. Make them lose the extra 1. They didn't replay it. All right, cool. Got a recall. Caleb forgot to read his card. Yeah. I've never read a card in my life. Haste is a pretty good mechanic, yeah. We're like almost playing a Camlander deck here. My opponent has Black Lotus, they've recalled. And they're at 2 life. Which I don't think is a lot of life, but we'll see. Down to 5. Time Warp? Alright, alright. Now they can't use their Grove. I'd be very impressed if they won from here. I think it would start like Time Walk, Time Twister, shuffle their Black Lotus and their Time Walk back in. You know, it would take a lot. Things of that ilk. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. And we're gonna lead with the Dork here. I think Land of War Elves off Copperline Gorge. And then turn 2, we can Strip Mine plus, run out into or something, get things rolling. Kind of makes me want to play the Halfling. Alright, I will. I've been stomped. So they don't fuck with this mana dork. We can go Inti plus Jetmir's Garden next turn. Nice. And then next turn we can play a Johnny, and then tap Cradle to play Headliner Scarlet. I almost attacked Chandra. I was so close to attacking Chandra there. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a better attack. Argot's pretty fucking good. The little Donnie! These are the sod, these are the 30 months. Yeah, cheers. I assume they still are Aegis. Volbeat. They're not really in my regular rotation these days, so I haven't followed them. But I feel like they were like opening for Metallica not that long ago. Yeah, stuff was happening, huh? Stuff was certainly happening. Why are we using elf mana? Because I wanted to. I'm gonna save this garden to cycle. Outside chance we end up with way too much mana this game. Boom. What you taking, opponent? Fair enough. Yeah, they play the Arena of Glory turn 1 tapped, so reasonable odds they don't have another red source handy. That sleeper is so evolved. The opponent's aware of this delayed blast fireball, so now I think they're going to make the sleeper 3/3. We could have spent our turn foretelling, but maybe if we do that, they do something else that they want to do. Like we're now Burrogoy for something. Perfect. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this card had Vigilance for some reason. What am I fucking thinking of? I was surprised that something had Vigilance in the set. So the opponent's got a removal spell that costs 3 or less here. Then they got me. Seems pretty easy to have. And I could bounce with Caracas. I'm just gonna let them trade. 5 mana? Maybe we are getting Mind Twisted. Dark Ritual. That'll do him. Yeah, I was just gonna do it, Some kind of awkward draws on our part. Nothing to really sideboard differently about, I don't think. Maybe Vengevine should be in over something. Fire Blast and cut white? No. Those white cards would have been amazing at any point. Waiting for Daniel Combs. The name kind of reminds me. I've gotten a lot of appreciation for Jeffrey Combs over the last year. Watched a lot of his horror films. Rewatched a lot of his Star Trek. Now I'm starting to like recognize him in Star Trek and all of his crazy roles. I didn't know that he played Brunt, the Ferengi, until this last rewatch, and I didn't look it up or anything to figure it out. I just like noticed from his jawline. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking Jeffrey Combs. Incredible range. Hey, sup, Rider Dime? Do I plan on seeing Long Legs? I do not. There is a movie I'm excited to see in the theater, and that's Horizon, an American Saga. That's why I might have a late start tomorrow. I want to make sure I get my Horizon American Saga viewing in. It's very important to me. Part 2 just got delayed. Yeah, I heard that. I don't particularly care. No, Helior, just delayed. It's already fully funded and shot, so there's no way that it could get canceled. It could get switched to just a direct-to-video release, but it wouldn't be canceled. A lot of people underestimate Kevin Costner's pull especially with the elderly folks who don't necessarily go to the theater as much as they used to. But I think that movie's going to do just fine overall. Tell that to Batgirl and Looney Tunes. That's he funded the film. He funded the film himself. He funded the film, a lot of the advertising for it as well. Warner Bros. Does not have the same incentive to like scrap the film for a tax write-off. I'm not even sure that they have the power to do so in their contract with Kevin, because he because he funded it so much of it himself. You liked him as Wei-Yun? Oh yeah, he's fantastic there. The great Jeffrey Combs. I think I'm gonna draw 2. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Very tempting to just play Sentinel. Ah, shit. Let me draw 2 again. Run it back. Perfect. The perfect card. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, Skeletor. Like, if there's an actor that's, like, bankable in terms of direct-to-video, I think it's probably Kevin Costner, right? God damn it. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Master Enigma, thanks for the sub, thanks 86 months. Have I ever played Flesh and Blood? I have not. I saw the prices to get into that game. Yeah, there's a certain number of games, like Flesh and Blood, fucking World of Warcraft, like miniature games, like pretty much anything that's like in the same price range as Magic, I'm just like never gonna touch. Just like absolutely not. I have the time and the funding and everything for one of those, and I'm playing it, and I love it. There's just no possible way I would add another one. I kind of want a QB serve in, but this is pretty good. Pretty good. Right, Gelato Squid? So those games have a chance. Something that's a little on the cheaper side has a bat's chance in hell. Still unlikely, but... How do none of these creatures have reach? I have 3 creatures printed in 2020's Magic here. Well, I guess not Shieldbreaker, but... Oh my... This is going to let them respond with Evolved Sleeper. I kind of don't care. Right? Isn't this fine? I kind of dug that this line let me get my landfall in for the turn by killing the bat. If we had a land next turn, we can go a Johnny and then Oddity and Questing Beast. And if we don't draw a land, then we can just go like Oddity and Questing Beast. Oh, a Johnny plus Clamp, huh? Johnny plus Clamp? That's pretty real. I do not blame them for that concession. This was not like a beatable hand from where they were at, right? Especially when they're behind on board. Like, you play the Ajani, you clamp the token, you uptick the Ajani, or not uptick, you zero the Ajani, and then you get to bolt through thing and play another thing, and it's just too much, right? It's just too much. Well, we finally had a clamp game, huh? We had kind of a slow start, but the clamp card advantage did pull it out for us. A little assist from that fireball. Anime fans doing some heavy lifting. Yeah, I could either play both 4-drops or the Ajani with one of them. Jordan. And if I drew a land, then I could play all three. Hey, GG's, Daniel Combs. Appreciate that. Your deck looked cool, too. Good luck in your future matches. Webbleton thinks the sub thinks the 60 months. Webbleton says, this seems like such a sweet cube. Thanks for uploading the games on YouTube when I can't catch them live. Yeah, that's all thanks to the editor. So huge shout out to him. To editors! I do my best to answer questions. I'll check the YouTube comments every couple of days. And that's my only contribution to the YouTubes. He hedged Lotto Squid. I kind of fell off in the 900s. In the mid 900s. I just like stopped watching. I'm just off it. When I tell people that, they're like, wait, you stopped in the 900s. You need to... There's 1,120 episodes of One Piece. Gelato Squid just gave you that number. Anime gets too bogged down with crap. Yeah, there was a fight scene that took like half a season or something. It became like very anime, which isn't like really an insult, but you know, we all have our tastes, right? We all have our preferences. I like anime, but you know what I mean when I say that something is more anime, right? And then next turn we can play a Moose plus a Death Greeters. Maybe. Actually, is Death Greeters using the Rampaging and pumping it just like the most damage? The manga fight takes too long too. At least you can skip forward. You can like go do the oh, that's how long it takes and decide if you want to read it all. The manga's better paced. Yeah, I've heard that. Ooh. Alright. So if I were to dash this Death Greeter's Champion and pump the Rampaging, it'd be 5, 6, 7 times 2 is 14 by itself. Pretty good. I'm just thinking about strip mining them and just casting the Death Greeter's Champion. I think I'm into that. Fair enough. So it looks like Dash would have ended up better damage-wise, right? Because the Death Greeter would still be getting in. But we did get to strip mine them with this line, right? It's not like this line didn't have its benefits. It looks like neither line was going to get lethal in. Killedy wins. Feels like the Delayed Blast Fireball was really good that game. I'm gonna cut Loam. I think they have too many mana sources to be like trying to Loam back strip mine. And I'm gonna add either Vengevine or Converter. Maybe Eternal Witness is good. Vengevine's good with Eternal Witness. We didn't see anything for Shield Breaker, right? Alright, I'm gonna bring in the Lumberjack. I'm gonna jack some lumber. I'll play the Vengevine here too. Well, here we got a nice mixture of lands and spells. Unkeepable. Hey, much better. Ooh, so we go turn 1 Dork, turn 2 second Dork. Crop Rotation only gets us to 3 mana. Oh, sorry, I almost been to Mountain. I hadn't thought about it. Sure. Oh my god, there's the fucking Cradle. God damn it. Give me my fucking dinosaur bag. I kind of want to upkeep strip mine them, depending on what they leave up. But I also don't want to sack the gorge, right? I want to sack this fucking mountain. We'll see. We'll see how I do. Not huge on that joke, bleak oblique. Always leaves a bad taste in my mouth for some reason. Doing something to somebody is a matter of consent, right? Not whether or not you know them. I know it's just a silly joke, but... Oh, we're the sauciest here. So whatever they demonic tutored for. They need blue mana for him. Oh, well. Fair enough. Oh, they're walking all right. This time was indeed made for walking. Strix, sure. Cool thing about Bloodbraid is we can just fucking jam it into the Strix. Trade, rebuy, get more value. What's the best thing we can get off the elf? So there's the fireball that would like nuke their board here and deal them 5 damage. It's probably that. The Oddity's pretty good with this guy's cradle. Oh, what's up, Oddity? We're a mana short of playing Oddity and flipping it, aren't we? Now that would be a sick turn. Yeah, 6 mana. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna stick with the original plan here. No Deemzern. If I tap like these 4 mana to play the Oddity, then I've got 5 creatures, right? I would tap the Cradle for 5. I would get the Noble Hierarch for 6. Takes 7 mana to flip. Hey, but eats. Thanks to the Sob. Thanks for sharing that Prime. I don't hate that fog, man. That's not the worst explanation. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Bjorn, thanks for the 24 months there, the 2 years. Let's map... I don't know. This thing. I'll keep the Arwen, that's fine. Tameo and Time Walk is a hell of a combination. Hey, Oblong Osprey, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 34 months. I win! They were intimidated by my board. Alright, I think I got one more in me.